Welcome to our live stream. All right, first day of the month, but it's the last day of the week. All right, so let's just get prepared. All right, so I'm currently on gold, and I'm looking at gold to see what is the possibility that we can get. All right, I'm currently using the 15 minute to see if there's any possible scalps entry that we might be able to scout. Right, so if we do get anything, then I will definitely let you guys know. But right now I'm still waiting on gold to actually form a structure. Right, so actually I do have these zones here, right? My demand area, but price did not tap in. Right, we're just short of about 15 pips away. So we'll just see how this is going to go before we actually take any position. Right. Right, I'll just check back on my current list that I'm actually looking for. Right, so for NZD USD, we actually do have this tapping in the demand area, right? But unfortunately, I actually took this trade, but it wasn't very well because I actually held it overnight, right? So actually, the price hasn't hit my stop, but due to the spread, actually got to my stop. So we'll wait for another possible shift in the market before actually hop in. Right, so for NZD I'll just hold it for a bit for now. Right, GBP NZD, I'll be using the 15 instead. All right, okay, just give me a minute. We'll just do a live. We'll just start to market live. All right. All right. So currently I'm on GBP NZD. All right. I'm looking for a possible entry. But before I do so, I will have to mark my zones first. All right. Just hold on for a while, yeah. Alright, so on TikTok, if you guys are watching, I'm basically just marking my zones for um, GBP and ZD, alright? Alright, where you can see I'll be marking multiple zones that I will be keeping an eye on. Alright. So basically what I'm looking for is basically you see this zone here, right? The price has gone below, so I will not be using this as well, and we do see the tap in here, right? Okay, my current high will be here, which I do have it's gonna be very safe if we are using this high, right? Because if we do see that the price has been moving towards the downside, right? Price has been moving towards the downside, and this high it did not break, right? It did not break this high, right? It just gave an equal high, so I'll be looking to see this high to be broken before I actually take a position, right? But this high is slightly too high, right? So I would like to see move towards the downside, right? I will just react right after what the market gives me, right? So if there's something like this will appear, right? Right, something like this, then this will be my change here. Alright, so for now I'll be waiting for it before I actually take a position. Alright, moving on, CAD JPY. This is actually my hour 4 structure. Right, this is my hour 4 structure. The price barely tapped the 50 line. Right, it barely tapped. So I will still be waiting for this tap in at this supply level. 1, 2, and 3. I have 3 supply levels. I'll be waiting for this 3 supply level before I actually hop in. Right, since I have my high and also my low. Right, so we'll just wait for the supply level to be tapped before we actually hop in. Alright, Euro USD. I have my zone here. Right, it's in my demand area, but there's a reason why I don't take this trade. Right, because I don't feel comfortable with the price action. So hence I did not release any signal. Right, for Euro USD, it's if I zoom out, right, you can see it's uptrend, right? So I want to see some form of structure here again before I continue buying towards the upside. All right. As for GBP USD, all right, for GBP USD has a tap in. But a trade that I did not take it was yesterday, basically today early morning, right? Which basically the broker that I'm using, the market is closed at hour, so I did not take this trade. So about 4 a.m. in the morning. Right, so we'll just wait and see how this price is gonna react. Because today we do have news at 11 for the US, which is a ISI manufacturing PMI and also a revised consumer sentiment. All right. So we'll just keep an eye on GBP USD. Alright, GBP JPY. This is my hour 4, right? It's still a long way to go. Hopefully we'll see some movement somewhere in next week. Right? The NFP week, hopefully it will just tap our demand area. Alright, so for GBP JPY it's hour 4 chart that I'm looking at, so we'll just wait and see how it reacts. Alright. Euro GBP is also on hour 4, but it's something that I will not take anymore, right? Even though I do see a momentum going downwards, right? But the reason I'm not taking it is because if you look at this area, right, there's multiple tested, right? We also do see candle wicks above, right? And it's been around this area for the whole week already, right? So I will not be hopping in for Euro GBP at the moment. Even though I've marked it, right, I will not hop in yet. I will just wait for a structure to be broken before I actually hop in. Alright, AUD CAD as well, hour 4. We do have a tap below the 50. Alright, but there's no tap in the demand area. So we'll still wait for this demand area to be tapped before we actually take any position. Alright, so I have two demand areas. Right, not forgetting we can also be using this demand area. You can also be using this demand area as well. Alright. Okay, AUD JPY, I'll be hopping onto the 15. Right, so basically AUD JPY, I was waiting for this. When I mark this out, right, I do see this price moving towards the downside, right? So I marked out these two demand area. I'm just waiting for the price to actually tap in, right, to be at least below the 50, right? So that multiple. We'll just see if this is going to tap in. If this does tap in, then we'll be looking for an opportunity on AUD JPY. Right, NZD CHF. NZD CHF, definitely something that we right. So okay, if we do see this break towards the upside, right? Hop onto the 15. Basically, I did not take this trade as well. If you can see, it happened last night as well. Right, so because I was actually in NZD USD yesterday, so that is why I chose not to take another NZD CHF pair. Right, so a mistake that I've done, right? But we'll just wait for another chance that we can get, right, before we hop in any trades. Okay, NZD CAD. So on hour 4, I basically have this is my 50. Price has tapped below. I'm waiting for this demand area, my first demand area. All right. As soon as price taps in, I will look for a possible entry. Right, looking back on the 15. On the 15, it would be from this range basically. No, okay. Just give me a moment. So I have this range on the 15. Right? I'm looking for a sell for the 15 and a buy on the H4. Alright, but if we do see this price has a very huge break off from this area, right? A very long candle, about 64 pips, almost 65 pips, right? So we'll try and mark it out on this area. So if we do see these two lines that I just input, right? This red one and this red one, right? I just input, the price is still in that range. We want to see a candle actually breaking above or below before we actually hop into any positions, right? With that being said, I'll just hold on and just wait for the price to actually move. I'll just wait for the price to move before actually hopping. Alright, moving on, Euro and ZAGD. It's a hour 4. The hour 4, we still don't have any change of character. There's no candle closing below. So we'll wait for the candle close. Right, AUD USD. Alright, so AUD USD, basically I'm looking for shorts. Right, I have this supply area. You can also be using the whole block here. If this one is broken, so we'll remove. Right, we do have another block at the top. Okay, and our final block will be at this level. Right, so it still correlates in between the second block that I've chosen, right, and this zone here. Alright, so this tapping is gone. So supposing if this is a strong supply area, it will push the price below this low that I've marked. Right. So we'll wait and see how this is going to play out before we actually hopping. Right. AUD and ZACD. There's a tapping on the 15-minute.
Since last week, just like we always talked about. Cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. But today I drove through the suburbs crying cause you weren't around.
I will just be marking my demand area. So I have my demand area right now. Okay, I'll be waiting for the price to actually retrace back before I take a position. Alright. Price did a retracement, but still shy of 1 pip. So we'll see how this will play out before we actually hop in. If it gives us the opportunity, then we will take it. Alright. So moving on, we will look at the pairs that I didn't mark.
Friends are tired of hearing how much I miss you, but I kinda feel sorry for them, cause they'll never know you the way that I do. Yeah, today I drove through the suburbs and pictured I was driving home to you.
Okay, for Euro CHF, I'll just hold on for a minute. GBP CHF as well. Nothing from this area now. Alright, we don't have a retracement towards the lower end.
Talking too much about yourself. You should have told me that you were thinking about someone else. You're drunk at a party, or maybe it's just that
this
you
high,
got
then this will
broke
be
down.
like 50.
Phone's been off for a couple of months, so you're calling me now. I know with you you're like this. Shit don't go your way, you need me to fix it. And like me, I did.
Alright, so we'll wait for this 50 to be retraced before we actually hop in for the position.
Could you tell me where'd you get the nerve? Yeah, you can say you miss all that we had, but I don't really care how that is when you wrote me first.
Okay. Moving on, CAD, CHF, quite far away. Alright, CHF, JPY. On the 4 hour, like I've said, since the whole week, right, it's been ranging like this. So something like this I won't be taking, right? Let's take a look at MZD JPY.
Suddenly you're scared for it back. Could you tell me where'd you get the nerve? Yeah, you could say you miss all that we had, but I don't really care how that is when you wrote me first. What did you think when suddenly you're scared?
So MZD JPY, if I'm assuming this is my high,
We're going to go when I'm the sun.
I will need price to come back to this 50 level, right?
When streets are empty, that's where we run.
Okay.
Everyday people do everyday things, but I can be one of them.
Alright, GBP CAD we have done.
We are a different kind.
Moving on to Euro CAD.
We
Right, Euro CAD as of now, I don't see a structure that I can be taking. I can be using this.
see it 'cause they don't understand. Spin around and for you and me, we got the world in our hands. Everyday people do everyday things, but I can be one of them.
Let's just take a closer look on this low. Right, we do have a change, a slight breakout. Does this high here. You have been looking at this. This is the lowest point for now. We did not tap in on the 50. It just barely tapped, but we'll wait and see if there's a possibility that it's going to tap again. Alright, because we do have multiple zones here as well, where we can look for sells.
She's hopping the cycle, so left but she's right though. And then she's screaming, I'm on my mind. She'll make you curse, but she a blessing. She'll rip your shirt within a second.
Alright, something like this that you're looking at, right?
Back for seconds with your
Okay, moving on, JPP AUD.
be saying no, then saying yes, 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 cause you're messing with your head. Oh, she's sweeter psycho, a little bit psycho, and then she's screaming. Oh, she's hotter.
Alright, we'll wait for GBP USD to move before we actually hop in, alright? Same goes for Euro AUD. USD CHF at the moment we will not be taking any positions, alright? Because we just see the trend is moving towards the upside. I just tapping on this block here, which is a sell block, but I won't be taking a sell as this has already occurred, right? So basically why I'm not taking it, because if this demand is strong enough, it will definitely push the price breaking above, just like what happened on gold yesterday, alright? Same goes for Euro JPY as well. USD CAD is just ranging for about 2 days already. We'll hold on and wait for the news to impact it. So we have this tapping on the USD JPY, alright? But it did not give us the opportunity to actually get it. Right? It does this change of characters here, right? With this high taken out, but there's no retracement back before we actually take a buy. So something like this we will definitely have missed. Alright, so I think the most important is just a few trades that we are much more interested in looking. Right, so I'll just keep an eye on a few of the pairs that is much more interested. Alright. For gold, I'm going to re-adjust my zone again, which I have this low at the moment. So I'm assuming if this is the high, 50 will be around this level. At this level, this will be 550. Alright, assuming that this is my high. Alright, so we'll see if there's any possible entries. We may be taking a sell position for gold, but it will be risky. Because right now, if you do see the flow of the market, right, it's basically moving towards the upside, right? If you guys can see, it's slowly moving towards the upside, right? And what I'm doing now is basically just counter against the trend. So we'll try and hop on for a sell if given the opportunity on gold. Otherwise, then we'll just hold on and wait a little while more. Right? So I will keep an eye on gold right now, because I think most traders, the pairs that they prefer to trade the most are basically just gold, right? So we'll keep an eye. Given that as well, we have this demand area that we can look for buys later when the price hops in. Alright, basically you can just use this last zone, or you can just target the whole block here as the 50 below, right? Because this is where the previous high was, and price actually did this dump and then just broke above, right? So it depends on how aggressive you are. So we'll just hold on and wait and see how this is going to play. So basically, for you guys watching on TikTok, I'm currently looking at gold and I'm trying to hop in for a sell. So I'm just waiting for more confirmations before I actually get in. Right, in about 6 more minutes, we may be seeing something. All right, and just prepare you guys for 11 o'clock today, and basically next week will be a big week ahead. All right. Monday we only have the CHF, CPI, right, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, up until Friday we have USD news. and the major one is basically on Friday at 9:30, which is the NFP, right? So it will be very interesting, all right? Uh, so you guys will just have to prepare yourself for next week's news impact, all right?
My glass is popping. My hair.
Do you guys have any questions or any pairs that you want me to look closer for you guys?
For six of my bitches, I'd rather swallow my friends from my wishes. Can't fix my therapy, I know addiction. Never said my name when you promise. That's not a habit. It's one nothing. Skin is gleaming, the way it shine. I know you've seen it. I bought a crib just for the closet, both his and hers.
All right. So on the 15th, we may be seeing a change of characters here.
I'm around for a good time, come falls by my three mind all down. Feel alive. One, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three.
I may be hopping in on gold soon. Right, if you guys would like to join me, please risk lesser than what you guys usually risk, alright? Because today's a Friday and it's the beginning of the month, alright? So make sure you guys be careful of the lot sizes that you're using. All right, so on TikTok, if you guys would like to know, basically I'm in this I'm not in a trade yet, but I'm in a sell limit. All right, so this is my entry, a pending order. All right, okay. Make sure you guys, if you're gonna take this trade, make sure you guys risk lesser than what you guys usually risk. All right. Right, so for TikTok, if you guys are not in my channel, please do join my channel. All right, I will give you guys updates, signals, and everything. All right, and we do live every weekday, right? From basically just the New York session, right? We'll try to hop on early and try to just get it through with US session, the New York session, and just get prepared. All right, so feel free to join my channel. All right, it's free. We don't charge you guys anything. All right, so hop in and just take a peek and take a look, and if you guys like it, then you can just come and join. Already closed on my layer, waiting for news. If you have entered a sell based on your analysis, yeah, it's okay. You definitely earn a bit, right? But my analysis is basically right now, right? So I do have a change of character in the market, then only I hop in. Right, so for me, I think with much more confirmation is better before you actually jump into a trade blindly, right? News is basically at 11 o'clock later. If you guys see here, right? Let me just show you guys. It's basically today at 11, right? We have these two news: ISM manufacturing and also the revised consumer sentiment. All right, and I've actually looked at the data for the forecast and previous is, we might have a conflict. A mixed data coming out, right? So might probably one is citing the US and the other is not citing the US, right? So we may have a little bit of conflict, but nonetheless, if if it's if it's given in the market, right, then it's definitely yours, right? So right now I'm just in a pending position. I'll just see how this is going to go out for me. I trust the setup. Thank you, thank you. Yesterday's news up, tonight going down. Hopefully, right? I don't know what the actual data is going to be, but we'll see, we'll see. All right, we'll see. Normally like that. If that is what you have analyzed according to all the news, then you can just trust your analysis, right? But for me, I don't do it that way, right? I basically for me is I don't trade news person, right? I'm a person that doesn't trade news, so I will just get my position in before the news or after the news, right? And if let's say like for this position, right, I've set a pending order, right? So if it hits and it floats a while before the news, I will still let it be, right? Because my trade is already in, and I will respect my trading plan. All right. So if the news were to help me get to my TP, then it's good. But if it's going to go to my SL, then there's nothing we can do about it, right? So just follow your trading plan and just keep going from there. Right. So for gold, basically sell limit has in place. I'm just risking 0.5% of my account, right? So that will that will actually be enough, right? Is there anything that you guys would like to ask? Any other pairs analysis or whatever? Please do feel free to just say it. Just type it in the chat box. On Twitch, what's up, bro? What's up? You guys can see clearly, yeah. So basically, this is my SL, my entry, and also my TP at this level. So basically, I've given you guys my SL here. I written is 2058, right? So a little bit more buffer for you guys. About another 2 pips buffer, right? And the TP, I just move it up slightly, right? And the entry is slightly lower. So it's similar, not much of a difference, just a 1 pip difference, right? So uh, easier for you guys to look at if you want to place a pending order, right? So any other pairs that you guys would like to know, much more interested on? As for gold, I've already placed an order, so I'll just let it be. All right. So basically, what I'm trying to do is just take a sell if we come back here, right, back to this 50 level, and if it's going to go even lower and come back to this demand, then at this demand I'm going to start buying, right? So basically, this is my trading plan. All right. So on TikTok, I'm going to be ending my live. All right. So if you guys would like to continue watching and see if I'm still holding on to this pending order, if you guys would like to know, please hop onto my Telegram right here. Right, this is my Telegram here. Hop into my Telegram and then just come into our YouTube live or our Twitch live as well. Right. So I'll see you guys there, and on TikTok, I'll see you guys next week, Monday. All right. So thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you soon. Thank you and bye bye. Okay, so Twitch and YouTube, welcome back.
me when I lost something that I had. So that's what we see. It's uncut. Far from my voice like a melody. Maybe inside that's my mind. Far from my voice like a melody. We were good, we were gold. Dream they can't be so. We were made to be learned. Built a home and watched it. That's the roads that you no regrets. I forgive every word you say.
So I'm still waiting on gold. Yeah, I'm still waiting for it to actually retrace back to my ending order, right? So if it happens, then we'll be ending the week pretty good, right?
so small and humble, so you don't confuse them with nothing. Just give it your life like my mother, so I think I know when I need it. So I stand for no other, today you live and try and break. Tell me together, I'll be there when you be near. That's your idea.
See the thumbnail.
You got those eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you, yeah. Driving down the freeway, I only got one. I'm feeling like it's right in my time. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than the sunshine in my eyes. I got my head out the sunroof. Down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than the sunshine in my eyes. I got my head out the sunroof. From my one and only true Peaches, 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 peaches. Peaches, 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 peaches. Thursday Jumps of goopers couldn't keep me from you. Princess Peach at the end of the line. Oh, make you mine. Oh, peaches, 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 peaches. My sleeping eye, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, too many times. It makes me feel like nobody else, nobody else. My love, it doesn't love me so I tell myself, I tell myself. Oh, you know it's only coming to stroke and I'm on you. Don't let me, you'll have to kick it out again. Free. Don't be a friend, you really don't skip and spend no more. If you want them, ain't taking no fun. Yeah, I got no touch on 'em.
Alright, it seems like gold is not coming back to our limit order. Alright, if the price continues to drop, then I will be deleting my pending order. Alright.
It doesn't love me so I tell myself, I tell myself I
The price continues to drop, then I'll be deleting my pending order. Alright.
this house is life never comes without a consequence. Of course, tell me what the stars are. Will heaven step in where the feathers promising willing? Cause this house of mine stands strong. That's the price you pay. Leave behind your heart and cast away. Just another product of the day. Let me see the light within the dark dress, shadowing what's happened. Look and through the glass, find the wrong within the past, knowing we are the youth. Caught until a bit inside a wall without a face, facing a bit of the truth. The truth, that's the price you pay.
So basically, this 15-minute candle, right? There's another 4 more minutes, right? If it closes as bearish, then I will actually just delete my order. All right. If it closes bearish, then I will delete my order. So let's just wait for another 4 more minutes, all right, and we'll see how this is going to be.
A stream, no limit, high speed. And no one's standing in our way. The sky is clear, speed it up. Say, can you feel what I feel? Don't be scared, let go of what would you feel down, make you drop. So let me help you pick you up, and I won't let you behind. No matter what, I won't leave you behind. Just stay with me. Keep on holding tight. It's what keeps me going fast. Even better. Yeah, I ain't got no fear, no limits I see. And no one's standing in our way. The sky is clear, speed it up. Say, can you feel what I feel? Don't be scared, let go of what would you feel down, make you drop. So let me help you pick you up, and I won't let you behind.
Alright. Gold is a little bit volatile, so most probably we won't be expecting an entry, right? But here's a tip for you guys, yeah, alright? You guys can just monitor on gold on the 15-minute, alright? So basically, right now the price is here, right? So if let's say the price continues to dump, right? Continue to dump, just this level, this on here, 15-minute, right? It does something like this, right? The moment it breaks above this part, you can put or buy the top losses with this level, right? And then target back to the top, right? Target back to the top, alright? So basically, what you want to see is this price moving upwards, breaking this high, right? When it breaks this high, and then you can just go ahead and place your buy order, right? The stops just below, right? At this level, you give a buffer of a few more pips, right? And then you just pull your TP all the way to the top, right? You can do something like this, right? Later, so when it happens, then you can just don't have to actually wait for my signal, alright? You can just take this trade by yourself if you see something like this happen. So this one is very crucial, yeah. This one here, the whole thing here, right? This 1, 2, 3, 4. This fourth movement, the book must break this high. Then you can place your order with a retracement, and it will just definitely go higher. Alright, so you can just take a look at this and screenshot it if you guys want, and you can just wait for this without waiting for my signal. Alright. So the new candle has opened and price is dumping. So I will be deleting my order. Alright. Order has been deleted. So you guys just monitor closely. Alright. If I do happen to see the price tapping in, I will give you guys out a signal. Alright. So thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys next week on Monday, and let's perform well next week, because next week is NFP week. Alright. So we just do more back tests this coming weekend. All right, do more back tests. Just see what went wrong with your trades. All right, and improve yourself in terms of your trading. All right, and next week let's just be fully focused and just give all out to the market next week. All right. So thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys next week.